Bridge in Delaware. I cannot wait for Momentum 2021. Why? Because I miss you. My people connection meter is severely depleted, and I can't wait to spend some time with some of my favorite people on the entire planet at Momentum 2021. We're going to learn how to do what we do with more excellence. We're going to get to see some of our favorite artists in concert. Gosh, when was the last time we went to a concert? I cannot wait to see you. I hope you're planning to come too. It's going to be great. Momentum 2021. See you there.
Hey, it's Brian Sumner with his radio in Greenville, South Carolina, and I can't wait for Momentum. I can't wait to see everyone again. I always leave Momentum Week just wore out physically, but emotionally and most of all spiritually so refreshed. I'm looking forward to the speakers. I'm looking forward to all the great music, for seeing my friends and meeting new friends. And I love how we can come together and how we can learn from each other to reach more people for Jesus. That is so incredible. We need each other. We need momentum, and I can't wait to see everyone. See you soon.
Hey, it's Suzanne Habs at KGBI in Omaha, and I'm so excited to plan to be at Momentum this year. It's just so exciting to think of us all in the same room and all of the knowledge and experience and connection that happens there. And so I can't wait. I hope to see you there. And is today Momentum? Can we go today? Tomorrow? Okay, June. See you then.
Oh, hey, it's Rob Anthony from Spirit 88.9 in Visalia, Fresno. I cannot wait to be back at Momentum. I've missed so much. I am ready to be there in person. No hurricanes, no pandemics stopping all of my plans. Just hanging out with, learning from, and growing with people who are way better, smarter than me at radio. And I've loved it every time I've gone. I cannot wait to be there.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Youngman, and I'm the Executive Director of Christian Music Broadcasters. Thanks to our friends who sent in those videos to us, because we're super excited about Momentum, because we're exactly 3 weeks away from today. And to say that we're excited is probably an understatement. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for carving out some time during our time together today. We hope to walk away with a better understanding of what momentum looks like, so that you walk away with an incredible momentum experience. We haven't been together since 2018, and so we've got a couple of changes that we want to make sure that you are aware of and that you are prepared for. So what are you most looking for? We're gonna throw in some polls. We thought that would be kind of fun, and so we're gonna post this poll that's going to ask you, what are you most looking forward to? And so all we need you to do is to answer the question, what are you most looking forward to? Being back together, educational speakers, artists, all the above. So you guys, thanks for throwing your thoughts in there. Looks awesome. We're like you guys, where all of the above is definitely what we are looking forward to. So it can't get here quick enough, right? So, okay, we are going to dive in here today, but before we get started, we'd like to invite Bill Sammons. He is the president and GM of the Bridge, WKNZ. He's also CMB's vice chairman of the board. So, hello, Bill.
Hey there.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure. So excited. I think it's unanimous. Everybody's excited, and we can't wait to get together. So on behalf of the rest of the board, let me welcome you today. We can't wait to see you. And how about if we open a word of prayer? Father, I just thank you for, I thank you for the gift of music, and Christian music especially, and the platform you've given all of us to be part of that, God, as we come together today, as we gather together in person in 3 weeks. We ask for your blessing on everything that is said and everything that is done, the relationships that are built, the things we learn. Give us open minds and open hearts and open palms as we receive from you, God. And I thank you for the great team at CMB that is putting this together, God, that you would give them enough hours in the day to do their job and to be with their families and to do the things that are important in their lives as they as they progress toward putting this great event together for all of us. And more than anything, God, we pray that you would be glorified for everything that happens. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Bill. We are grateful for you spending some time with us. So thanks for opening us in prayer. So today, there's the chat, there's Q&A feature. We want you to use it all as much as you can. So as much as you want to. If you've got questions, feel free to ask away. We're going to try to cover as much as possible, but there's just so much. And so we want to make sure we answer your questions. So make sure to post your questions. We'll come back at the end and answer them for you. So we want to do everything we can to make your Momentum experience remarkable. And so as you're listening, taking notes, we're going to post trivia questions at a trivia question at the end. And the first one to answer it correctly is going to win a $100 Universal gift card. So you can take advantage of that while you are on site enjoying all that Momentum has to offer for you. So our webinars would not be possible without the help of our friends over at Dickerson Baker. And so they are our 2021 CMB webinar sponsors. So we'd like to welcome Mindy to join us from Dickerson Baker and share with us a little bit about what's on her heart today. Hi there, Mindy.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. And so glad to be here. It's been such a pleasure to be partnering with you, and Momentum is gaining momentum. So it sounds really exciting. So excited for today. Just wanted to, again, say thank you for the opportunity and let you all know that we're going to be launching our annual donor insight study, our research in June. And so I know some of you participated last year in doing a survey to encourage your donors to share what giving might look like in the second half of the year. So last year it was right in the wake of COVID, and now this is post-COVID. So we're excited to be able to provide a lot of good information and feedback to you all, so you can kind of get to know what's coming or see what's coming. We were right on target last year. So if you want more information, you can always email at info@dickersonbaker.com. And we hope the information is helpful. So that's all.
Awesome. I can't wait to see the report, Mindy.
I know. Yeah.
Thanks to your team for putting that together, because I think it's going to be invaluable information for us all to see. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Michelle.
So we are definitely grateful for our friends there. And without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do. And for Momentum 2021, our premium sponsors this year are Compassion International, Convoy of Hope, and Educational Media Foundation. And it's because of their dedication not only to CMB, but to Christian radio that allows us to offer Momentum at a fraction of the cost. And so when we study other conferences and what happens, Momentum is really the only one that we have found that offers all the meals are taken care of, plus a ticket to the parks and all the other perks that come along with that. And so we're thrilled to be able to do that, but we could not do it without our incredible sponsors. But here's the deal. We need your help to thank them. So make a note to yourself as you're walking around Momentum and you see all of our amazing sponsors. Would you just take a minute to thank them for their role in making Momentum happen? Because we are so grateful for them and their calling to really invest in Christian radio. So as you guys are getting ready for Momentum, I bet one of the first questions probably at the top of your mind is, what type of COVID protocols will be in place? Excuse me. And that is a great question. And it's one that continues to change. And so I'm sure, as you guys know, Florida is opening it up more and more every single day, which is why we've not really had a lot of pushback from our hotel or anyone else in Florida as we made the decision earlier this year to move forward with Momentum. And through that prayerful decision, we firmly believe that God has made a way for our community to be back together again. So with these safety protocols, Universal actually just updated their principles and guidelines last week. And so these are subject to change still, but as of right now, they are no longer having temperature screening. So that was something that we were going to do, but they have lifted that regulation under their new guidelines. Masks are still required at Universal properties, so prepare for that. Their conference center over at Sapphire Falls is definitely committed to thorough and rigorous cleaning in all of the conference spaces. So not only during the day, but at night, there'll be fumigation happening in all these words that we've never had to really even worry about, but we are making sure happen this year. So for your hotel room at Sapphire Falls, it's thoroughly cleaned, disinfected, and no one's been in your room 24 hours prior to your arrival. So they have updated their social distancing spacing so that it's now 3 feet. And that's a great thing. And that means in the actual ballroom itself, we'll be able to have 5 people at a table. So we usually try to have between 8 and 10. This year we'll be able to have 5. Our breakout rooms will be separated as well so that you won't be sitting right next to somebody. They'll be spaced out 3 feet apart. So we're definitely excited for being able to have momentum and definitely pivoting, as our favorite word is for the year, for what that looks like when it comes to making sure that your safety is our top priority. Well, let's talk about our brand new location. So this is Sapphire Falls Resort at Universal Orlando. If you were at Momentum, well, not 2020 or 2019. Okay, Momentum 2018, then you remember Royal Pacific, which is right next door to Sapphire Falls Resort. So we haven't moved far. This is a newer hotel and just it's beautiful, and we're excited for you to be able to be there. It's actually multiple floors in the convention center, so that gives us plenty of space to social distance, but we're able to do so much more than ever before. At the hotel, if you haven't booked your room yet, today, we were able to get them to extend it, but today is the cutoff room block date. So that means that today is the last day that they will guarantee you a room at the discounted rate of $189. So if you have a tax exemption or nonprofit, make sure to use your form and send it to them, and that will at least take care of a little bit of your cost, so you don't have to worry about that. So what's great about this property and about the whole Universal property is that everything is within walking distance, or a quick ride on their little water boat taxi transportation to get to where you need to go. So it's a fun place to be, lots of great opportunities, and then the perks, of course, being there right now. So okay, I'm just going to post here in the chat our link to the hotel, so that if you needed a quick reference, you can get to that real easily. It's also on our website, so which is at cmbonline.org, and you can check out the whole Momentum page, but there's a section on there that talks about hotel that you will want to use, or use this link. So I am just beyond proud of, honestly, of this incredible CMB team and our Momentum leadership team. They have invested so much of their time and energy into Momentum just for you. And so we have a schedule posted on the website, but if you're wanting to work in some meetings during your time at Momentum, we ask that you refrain from doing so during our educational components. We just don't want you to miss anything or shortchange yourself, because there's a lot of amazing things that are in store for you. Well, I want to invite Andrea Hirth. She is CMB's Communication and Member Services Manager. She is going to tell us more about Momentum. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, everyone. So good to, well, I guess not see you, but know that you are here. We're so excited for Momentum, and I'm really excited about these polls. So I wanted to join in on the fun. So I have a poll that we're going to put up here, and it is, how many times have you been to Momentum? I want to know. Or is it your first time? Is it your 10th time? So let me know. I'm excited to see who we have here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, it looks like I figured it was going to be a lot of our first timers, which we are so excited that you all will be joining us, that you can come and see what Momentum is all about finally. And you veterans, the ones that have been there, we just can't wait to see your face, and hugging if it's allowed, I'm not sure. But anyways, we are just beyond excited. So first things first, I wanted to touch on pricing for Momentum. Gold members, you know that your registration is free for all of our events. Silver members, Momentum registration is $629 for in-person. If you would like to add the on-demand option, which is new this year, it's an extra $100. Non-members $850, and then with the on-demand is $950. These prices will not change from now until when registration closes, which is 1 week from this Friday, so May 21st. Also, just all of our members, I just wanted to let you know that your June monthly member surprise benefit during Momentum, you will get that at Momentum, your June benefit. Sorry, that was mumbled. But anyways, if you have not become a member and you're feeling a little bit of FOMO, it's not too late to go ahead and do that. We still have over half a year left of events and surprises and all kinds of stuff. So if you have any questions about becoming a member, you can definitely reach out to me, Andrea, at cmbonline.org. So, okay, Momentum. We get there. What do we do? So we do have a few questions that have been reoccurring that we just thought we would touch base on. But first things first, just a reminder, we want you to be comfortable. So dress casually. I think all of us are used to that in this COVID world. So maybe putting on jeans and a t-shirt is actually dressing up. I know for me, it's a step above my yoga pants or whatever. But anyways, be comfortable. We want you to be comfortable, but do know that that ballroom does get a little chilly. So if you're anything like me, you might want to bring a sweatshirt, a sweater, a jacket, or whatever that you can wear. But also remember, it's May in Florida. So it's probably going to be 90 degrees and extremely humid. But the great thing is that because we moved from September, I'm sorry, we're not in May, we're in June. But if we moved from September to June, which means we are out of hurricane season. So fingers crossed for no hurricanes. But also, if you have somebody coming with you, a spouse, a child, and you're wondering if they can attend Momentum with you, they can if they are registered. And we have a special discounted rate for them, $450 for any spouse, non-industry spouse and child. That includes all their meals and everything that you would get. But if they are going to be in the ballroom with you or eating meals, they would need to be registered. So just know that all of those registration options are on our registration page. You also may be asking what is included in your registration, and it's all meals from continental breakfast on Wednesday morning to our awards dinner on Friday night. So you don't have to worry about food. You also will be receiving your Universal Studios theme park ticket, thanks to Awakening events. But you do have to attend Momentum Worship on Wednesday in order to receive that ticket. So that is that. And then you may also be wondering, like, how do I get into the sessions? How do I get into the meals? Your name badge that you will get when you come see me at the check-in booth will be your ticket into everything. So please make sure that you have that with you at all times. There may be some of you on here too that still have a travel ban and you can't travel, or maybe you don't feel comfortable traveling. So we want you to feel and be able to be included in Momentum. So first time ever, we are offering the digital ticket. So if you are a silver member, that digital ticket is $314. Non-member, it's $425. And that is, the digital ticket is a live stream all day Thursday, all day Friday of Momentum, some behind the scenes stuff, all the main stage speakers, and then it also includes the on-demand that you can go back and watch later. Also with that on-demand, that is a registration option that you can add to your in-person registration. So if you want to go back and watch any of the main stage speakers again, you can do that. So if you have registered and you did not sign up for on-demand, but you would like to add that, just send me an email. I will get that taken care of you. I'll be happy to upgrade. You may also be wondering what time you should get to Orlando on, well, we are pushing and not pushing, we're not pushy, but we're urging everybody to get there on Tuesday because we have 3 full jam-packed days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we will be starting first thing Wednesday morning. So we would love for you to get there on Tuesday. We have some things going on Tuesday night that I think would be super fun and for you. And we also, well, let me see. I just lost my train of thought. But anyways, yes, get there Tuesday night, and then we will go all the way through Friday evening. So plan to leave on Saturday. So again, if you're wondering about airport, ground transportation, parking, any of that, we have an FAQ page on our website, cmbonline.org, that should answer all of those questions for you. But again, I'm here. I love talking to each and every one of you, so feel free to reach out. And just a reminder, registration closes next Friday, the 21st. You may hear me say that a few more times. Okay, so it's Tuesday, you're in Orlando, you get checked in to your hotel, you get your bearings about yourselves and Sapphire Files and whatnot. New again this year, we are opening the check-in and info desk on Tuesday evening. So from 7 to 9 p.m. you can come see me, go ahead and get checked in, because again, we want to be able to start as soon as we can on Wednesday and want you to have your badge and everything on Tuesday so that we can get started. And also, just so you know, that check-in and info booth will be open also Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the whole time we're there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So come see me if you have any questions. I'll be there. We'll have amazing volunteers there too that can answer all of your questions. And I just want to see your faces because it's been so long. So when you get to the check-in booth, you will get your badge that we've been talking about, that is your ticket into everything. If you try to get into a session and you don't have it, they're going to send you back to go and get it. Same thing with meals. If you don't have it, they'll send you away. So please make sure that you have that at all times. You'll also get your goodie bag full of just amazing stuff. We're so excited about all the stuff that we have in that for you. And you'll also receive your workbook, which is just your guide to all things momentum. It has all the speakers, the workshops, the breakouts, spots for notes, the map, which is going to be important because new place, and the schedule. So you will get that, you'll have all of that, but also we have a CMB app. It's a quick and easy way for you to be able, again, to see all the things in that workbook in case you leave it in your room or you can't find it or whatever. So make sure you go to our apps or to your app store and download the CMB app and have that ready to go. So well, that was a lot. I think I covered it all, but as always, I'm here, Andrea at cmbonline.org, to answer any questions you may have.
Thanks, Andrea. Hey, so Andrea, I just pulled our latest report and we have 120 first timers. So just when you did your poll that we have so many first timers here that they won't be alone. There'll be 120 others with them, at least at this point. So
that's awesome. Well, I love new friends. So
you're the best at that. So thank you. Thank you. Well, as you guys know, CMB firmly believes in mentoring, and we do everything we can, especially for these first timers, to make sure that attendees feel like they're part of the CMB community. And so that's why we're thrilled to have Marianne Milano with us. She's the Director of Audience Engagement at KTIS. And she and Mike Couchman have been working on pulling together some great things for the Momentum mentors and our Welcome in 101. So wherever you are, say hello, Marianne.
Hi.
Hello there. Thanks for joining us.
Can you see me yet? Not yet?
I cannot see you yet.
Okay. Start video, but I can't because the host stopped it. So whatever you guys need to do, otherwise I could just share.
Okay, so
I think it'll work now.
I think so too.
There we go.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Michelle. Oh, this is just, it's been a dream. You know, I've been thinking about how we all want to feel included and we all want to feel like we belong. Momentum really can feel overwhelming if you are new to the event. I don't want to scare you, but it just can be, especially if you're an introvert or you're new to the CMB community. And we just don't want anyone to feel isolated in a sea of strangers. So CMB leaders really believe in the value of investing in future leaders. They want everyone who's at Momentum to be inspired and to feel connected. That's why the Momentum Mentoring Program exists. We believe being mentored and then connecting personally throughout the week with a few seasoned or veteran attendees will ensure that mentees can get the most from the experience. And that's the most important part. So this year, I am excited to partner with Carol Ellingson and, of course, Mike Couchman to illuminate the experience for our mentees, most of whom, yep, are first timers. But you know what? Any one of you can get a mentor if you'd like. All you have to do is email Andrea, poor Andrea at cmbonline.org. Thanks for that, Andrea. You know, mentor groups are going to be able to provide that consistent connection with a few people this year. They can share a meal together, process some ideas, network, pray, learn, ask questions, and just really feel not feel so alone. This year, there'll be 2 mentors with about 4 mentees, and they'll form a mentor group. Each group will receive an introduction email officially introducing them to each other on Tuesday, right before Tuesday, June 1st, because that's when we're going to hold the Momentum Welcome and 101 session. It's happening from 6:30 to 7 in Kingston Hall. It's basically on the first floor where you'll find most breakfast and lunches during the week. So here the mentor groups will get to know each other face to face, make plans for the week maybe. We even have a few dining gift cards we're going to give away to inspire them to maybe share a meal together at less expensive costs. This meeting really, though, is for everybody who wants the upfront scoop. Again, on everything Michelle shared and probably more. She's going to really give you an idea of what to expect, the new type of schedule, everything that's unique to this year, safety protocols, because they may have changed in 3 weeks, presentations, events, and all of that. So we really look forward to helping you mingle again with each other, to see friends, maybe hug if the first time in a long time. And if you're a first timer, you will even get a special gift this year. I cannot wait to see you in June in 3 weeks.
Thanks, Marianne. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you that are joining us and trying to figure out where we are really just having fun going through what you can expect at Momentum. Post your questions in the chat or at the Q&A feature for those watching on Facebook. Just shoot us your question in the comments, and at the end, we will come back and answer them. We're going to turn our attention to Beth Bacall. Beth is not a stranger to Momentum. She's been taking care of our women in radio for many years. And she's going to be sharing more with us about that event, plus fill us in on some more opportunities for Momentum. So, hey, Beth.
Hello, Michelle. It is me, Beth Bacall from the Fish Atlanta. How are you? We are, we keep hearing the word, we're excited about Momentum. We need to find another word. I'm going to use the word emotional, because before this webinar even started, all of the people on the back end, all the presenters were actually starting to tear up because we're just so overwhelmed. First, at God's goodness, just that this really is happening again. And we just can't wait for it to happen. The details that have been arranged for you and the plans are incredible. And it does start with the Women in Radio Party. That is Tuesday night. We want to thank our friends at Convoy of Hope Women Empowerment for sponsoring this event. All women connected to radio in any which way, even if you just own a radio, you are invited to this party. You don't need to officially be attending the conference. So if you are somebody who works at a radio station, somebody who services a radio station in records or in ministry or in product, if you're one of our vendors and you brought your daughters, or if your wife is coming along, the Women in Radio event is the best way to kick off Momentum on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. We've got, first we've got ice cream paninis and some coffee. So that'll be fun, along with just seeing people again. But Laura Story and Rebecca St. James will be singing and speaking and just feeding into all of the women in this room. And I have a feeling by the end, we're all just going to either be in a puddle on the floor of tears or ending up in one big group hug. So please connect every woman you know. And I hope to see you Tuesday night for the Women in Radio event. And CMB does take personal one-on-one very seriously as far as enrichment and education. So there's 2 opportunities I want to make sure you know about. One is the Air Check Clinic, and there's also the digital checkup. let's talk about the Air Check Clinic. You actually may have already signed up for this when you signed up for Momentum, but if you did not, you still can. We have got some of the best consultants in CCM radio. We've got Alan Mason, Chuck Finney, John Frost, Brian Wright, Lisa Williams, Gary Moreland, and myself. You're going to get a one-on-one coaching session with one of these great consultants. And it can be a new talent at your radio station, it can be a program director and their talent with a consultant, however we can best serve you with this Air Check Clinic, let us know, because you're going to get special time. It's like a personal training session for you and for whatever show you want to focus on, or if you're a program director and you're trying to understand how to grow a talent or even grow yourself as a talent. So please, the Air Check Clinic is just such a great one-on-one that I hope you're considering. You've got a sign-up date that needs to happen by Thursday. Same thing with the digital clinic, the digital checkup. Brian Curie from Killer Bee Marketing has also gifted one-on-one sessions. If you want to up your game digitally and see what's up and how you're being seen, well, Brian is so your man for this. In fact, this is like almost an $800 value, and there's still some slots left. So I'm kind of surprised about that, but Thursday is your deadline for that as well. So the Air Check Clinic, as you can tell on the slide there, also the digital checkups. And boy, these are just great complementary opportunities that we really hope you'll not only take advantage of, but really, really grow from and feel loved by, because it's just such a pleasure to give you ways that you can just keep giving God glory with what's coming out of your speakers. And the biggest slide we can probably post up through this whole webinar is Andrea's email, because boy, is she going to be busy by the end of this webinar. Andrea at cmbonline.com. She's your gal if you still need to get the link to sign up for the digital checkup or for the Air Check Clinic. There it goes. It's in the chat as well. So we just can't wait to see you. We can't wait to just do Momentum with you 3 weeks away. Thank you so much. It's all going to be as COVID safe as it can get. Michelle is making sure of that too. Thank you, Michelle. Can't wait.
Beth, great information. And if what you said was so true, like somebody that registered for the air checks or digital checkups or check that box on registration, that doesn't automatically mean they're registered. So they have to submit their paper, the information. I know Beth's been getting everybody's air checks coming in the door and processing those. So thanks for reminding us about the due date on that too. So, all right, everybody, we're gonna just keep things rolling for more goodness for you. Here to share more about Momentum is Brittany Watley. She's CMB's Manager of Strategic Partnerships and Marketing. Hello, Brittany.
Hi, Michelle. Hey, everyone. I feel like we need a little moment of silence right now. There's been a lot of information. Woo! But also, you guys, I was one of the ones crying. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. This is crazy. I just am so looking forward to and echoing everyone's comments that we're just really looking forward to seeing everyone. I'm getting emotional. I would like to talk to you about some more things happening at Momentum. It's amazing. I remember experiencing Momentum for the first time as an attendee back when I worked at KSBJ. So there's a lot of stuff, but there's so much help along the way. And one thing that you're going to get when you check in, you're going to be like, wait, are we playing bingo here? Nope, it's the Momentum Match Card. And what we do with that is you're going to take that card and you're going to go to the exhibit hall and check out all of the amazing booth sponsors, say hello, get some cool things from them, and have them mark off your Momentum Match Card. And when you fill that card in, you'll turn that back in over to Andrea and her crew at the check-in and info desk. And you'll be entered to win a bunch of prizes. The first 100 people are going to get a Momentum shirt. Apparently, everyone wants a t-shirt. This one is pretty sweet, I have to admit. So turn in that card. You'll get that shirt if you're the first 100, and then you'll be entered into prizes. And because I'm a 3 on the Enneagram, I got to one-up everyone on the polls and ask you guys in the chat, because we are about to start ordering a bunch of goodies to give away. We've done like Apple Watches and gift cards and you name it. Tell us what we should order to give away from stage. Like, what is it that you want? Because we want to give you what you want. So we do a ton of prizes there. So whether that's an Apple Watch, gift card, like I said, I don't know. I want like free groceries. Is that even doable? A pony. That's good. Yeah, we could maybe give a pony. Carol, make that happen. Ayo. Okay, let's go ahead and do another poll here. How many of you have actually won a prize at Momentum by turning in your Momentum match card? I'll let Michelle, I think you're going to throw up that poll and see who has won anything. Here we go. Let's see. Vote away. I love watching this thing tally as we go. Ooh. A lot of you have not won. Cool. Okay, this is definitely your year for sure. Turn that card in. Tell us what you want. A Nike gift card. Yeah, I would love that too. Tech shirts, Garmin gear. All right, those are some good options. Thank you guys, and good luck this year by turning in your Momentum match card. Also, some other things that are going to be happening throughout Momentum are the devotions and coffee every morning. That is awesome. It's at 7 o'clock every day, presented by Hope on Demand. Mr. John Hull, my dear friend who shares the same birthday as me, an amazing man of God, leads those every morning. So you can grab a cup of coffee, get some Jesus, do all the things before you go over to the Continental Breakfast that morning. Also, we have the Gold Member Lounge. I'm super excited about this. Thanks to TWR. This one is new. We've been trying to do this, but we're kicking it off this year. And this lounge is just for gold members. Sorry, everyone else. You get to look up and see it and say hello. Maybe you would join after seeing this lounge and wanting to be like, hey, I want to be up there. It's awesome. It's going to have refreshments all the time up there. It's a cool hangout space and just a really cool place to be. So gold members, you're going to want to check that out. Andrea had mentioned that you'll be getting your benefit and you're going to be picking it up there. So also we have our kickoff party. Yay. This is exciting. Boost is going to be bringing the party to us as well. We talked to them yesterday and some of the things they have in store are insane. I don't know if y'all remember when Boost brought a party back in 2018, and I remember people getting up and dancing to Cha-Cha Slide. I think it's kind of burned into my brain now, but they're going to be bringing that, and this is going to be the very first official gathering at Momentum. So you're going to want to be there. You're going to hear about the state of the industry, the future for CMB, and see all your friends. It's kind of like a big reunion. And yeah, those are some of the things that you can have to look forward to. Again, you don't have to memorize anything. That's the beauty of this. We're not, we have the app that you can follow along with, and everything is in the workbook as well. Hey, I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Britt. I thought you were going to do the cha-cha, so I was disappointed. I guess we'll say that for Momentum. Anyway, okay, let's keep it going here. I love seeing all the prizes that you guys want, so thanks for posting those there. We'll do what we can. The Peloton might be kind of interesting for you to put back in your suitcase to take home with you. But anyway, we're excited about what that all looks like. Here to share even more about Momentum and what you can plan for is CMB's new events manager, Carol Ellingson. Hello, Carol.
Hello. I've already ordered the pony off of Amazon, so no worries, it's on its way. So we are again, we're all using the word excited. I'm going to use the word honored that you are joining us for Momentum in 3 weeks. We just can't wait to be together. And so I get to talk to you about our theme for Momentum this year and what we're focusing on. And so our leadership team for Momentum, they got together in July of last year and really walked the space at Universal at the Sapphire Falls Hotel where we're going to be, and just really prayed over the space, prayed for you, prayed for everybody that was going to be attending, all of our sponsors, and just really spent time in prayer and coming together and figuring out what to focus on this year. And so that is illuminate this year. And so what illuminate means, it's actually a verb. It means to make something visible or brighter by shining light on it, to decorate with color, to enlighten spiritually or intellectually. And so once we realized that was the definition, I mean, it was really easy to put together from there. So we just want to kind of let you know what that means for Christian music broadcasters. It means we have the opportunity to illuminate our hurting world through songs of hope and stories filled with encouragement. That's daily. That's what you do daily. And so we get to inspire our listeners by sharing the story of who God is and who he has called us to be. And to illuminate reminds us of the power of light. which not only drives out darkness, I mean, after the year we've had, my goodness, but it makes things bright and colorful. So that's exactly what we're called to do in Christian radio. So just imagine what God will do through you and the CMB community when we all come together at Momentum to experience the fullness of an industry engaged in illuminating our world with the powerful message of the gospel. And so we're excited, I mean, bringing out the God colors in our world. We're excited to be together again in person and cannot wait to see what God continues to do through Christian radio in 2021. We always focus on a verse as well. And so as we were praying through this verse came to mind with the message of Illuminate, Matthew 5:14-16. And I just want to share it with you today, just to encourage you as well. It's from the Message Bible. Here's another way to put it. You're here to be a light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We're going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. Now that I put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, shine. Keep open, house, be generous with your lives. Be opening up to others. You'll prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven. And I get really excited when we read that. I mean, when he says, I'm not going to hide you under a bushel, I just think of that song. Put me under or hide me under a bushel. No, I'm going to let it shine. And so that's what we really think about when it comes to Illuminate. And just, we're so honored that you're going to be part of this. So excited that we get to share this together and learn and see what really God has for all of us here at Momentum this year. I want to switch gears a little bit, talk about one of my favorite things. I mean, we'll be honest. I mean, all of Momentum is our favorite thing. That's why Britt was getting so emotional. We're just so happy to be together again. But Momentum nights, it's just going to be so much fun. We have packed it full of so much. And so I want to do a poll first, just to see what your favorite part is. For all of our Momentum veterans who have been here before, which one's your favorite? Momentum worship, night at the park, acoustic cafe? Which one's your favorite? We want to see it. So tabulating all the results. I can't wait to see it. I don't even get to see the results because Britt and Michelle are working on the poll. So I can't wait to see what you guys, it's a surprise for me too. What is everyone going to say? Acoustic Cafe is the winner. Momentum Worship second, night at the park. So for all of our newbies on this call, we're about to go through what all of this means. So we'll start with Thursday night. But Momentum Nights is really so much fun because not only are our days packed, but we have packed every single night full of fun for things that, I mean, you're not going to want to miss these things. So Wednesday night, we're looking forward to Momentum Worship. It's just a way to kick off our week together with Dare to Be in worship together. And that's presented by our friends at Buckner's Shoes for Orphan Souls. So we're so thankful for them making this happen. We'll be together with Charlotte Gamble speaking and just bringing a word of encouragement for us. And then also the one and only Natalie Grant. So we are looking forward to just getting to worship together. It's been way too long, with 3 years in between our last time together for Momentum. So that's going to be a really special night. And then afterwards, it's a new night for us, sending everyone to Universal Studios, the theme park. So yes, if you're brand new, we get to not only go to Orlando, but we get to spend some time getting to know each other, networking with our friends and making new friends at Universal Orlando. So we're looking forward to that. You have to attend Momentum Worship in order to do that. CMB and Awakening Events are giving you a Universal Studios ticket to all full registrants of Momentum. And it also includes a $20 gift card to purchase dinner that can be used anywhere on Universal property. So if you end up staying back or you want to use that later, you can use it anywhere on Universal property for that. But that's really for your dinner on Wednesday night. So we can all get to the theme park and spend as much time as possible there that night. So that's our Wednesday night. We moved to Thursday night. We're looking forward to the keynote dinner with the one and only, if you have not heard, this is so exciting. We have Carlos Whitaker, who is going to be there as our keynote speaker. So we're really excited about that. Thanks to our friends at Operation Christmas Child for making that happen as well. And then Thursday night after the keynote dinner, we have a big surprise. And you cannot bribe me, I promise. I mean, I've already told Britt she cannot be bribed either. You cannot bribe any of us to tell you what it is. So just know it's a big surprise. You're not going to want to miss it. We can't tell you what it is, but we can say it's something that we can't wait to see the radio community come together for. So, and be part of it together. And we're just looking forward to that. So just make plans Thursday night after the keynote dinner. Stick around. We are going to have some fun. And then Friday night, again, packed with more stuff as we close out Momentum, the CMB Awards Dinner. We're going to celebrate just our industry's best this year and just have a good meal together and celebrate all of our award winners together. So that's going to be fun. And then to close out Momentum, it'll be another favorite, that acoustic cafe that everyone said was their favorite. It's presented by Food for the Hungry. It's just a chance for, we usually have 5 artists come together, and it's an acoustic setting. So if you are brand new, this is something you do not want to miss. We're excited to have Matthew West this year, Jonathan Traylor, Hope Darst, Sidewalk Prophets, and Unspoken. And they are going to just, it's a beautiful way to close out Momentum. And I don't want to spend too much time closing out Momentum because we are just, we're pumped. We're so excited that we get to be together in 3 weeks. So we don't have to think about the closing yet, but just know the acoustic cafe is coming, and that's a great way. So we are excited to see you. We cannot wait. We are honored that you're going to be spending this time with us, and we are praying for you. And I'm just going to turn it back over to Michelle. Thanks for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And along with all those things that she talked about, we do have amazing artists joining us all live and in person. And you can see all the artists list on our website. But our team has just built such a dynamic educational opportunities. The Momentum leadership team has made a huge contribution to that. And it's going to impact not only you, but people at your station, and hopefully impact our industry. And here to share more about that is Carrie Cates, who takes care of our education. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you, guys. So this is my favorite part because it's definitely, what I love. So I want to talk to you about the learning part at Momentum, and I'm going to break it up into 3 different areas. So I'm going to talk about the workshops, and if you're like, I've never experienced those, they're new, that's why. I'll fill you in on that. We're going to talk about the main stage, some of the speakers there, and then we'll also cover breakouts. So first, I want to explain to you the why behind these different speakers. The mission of CMB is to encourage, engage, and equip you. So the leadership team, the CMB team, really goes through that. It goes through that filter: encourage, engage, equip. So you'll hear speakers, and I get this question a lot, where it's like, hey, what does hearing from Bob Goff have to do with radio? Or what is hearing from a pastor say? What does that have to do with radio? Well, that's us. That's the encouragement part. We want to feed the inside of you and your heart as much as your brain and the knowledge and the nuts and bolts of radio. So you'll see these different areas covered. First, let's hit on workshops. Like I said, they're new. If you're like, I don't remember those, because we haven't had them. If you joined us virtually last year, we did have those in the virtual setting, but this is our first time in person, and we're so excited because these are meant to be interactive. So this is where you're going to go into a room with a lot of your peers and really do a lot of this peer-to-peer learning and interactive learning. So the way where it's going to happen is right after the kickoff party. That's like the first thing that's going to happen Wednesday morning. That's presented by Vidaire Creative. Then we're going to shuffle into the workshop. So what you'll do is pick one of 6 rooms. Side note, all of this information I'm giving you is very conveniently located at cmbonline.org. So if you miss any of it, including the details of what each speaker is going to talk about, their bio, like where they come from, what their credentials are. So cmbonline.org, go to that Momentum page, and this is all on there. So your 6 choices for the workshops. Think of the seat you sit in at a radio station. We really try to cover as much as we can in these topics. So they're all topic driven, 2 hours focused on leadership, music and programming, on air, production, promotions, and revenue. Now I can give you, these are broad categories. So usually what we try to do is, like, for instance, an on air, I can give you some highlights. Like, they're going to talk about how to share your faith in a welcoming way on the air. They're going to talk about how to make your show fun. They're going to talk about show features. So things like that, we try to split it up and talk about different things. There are a couple that are going to be more like streamlined, like revenue is going to be Jeff Schmidt from Radio Advertising Bureau. He's going to talk a decent amount about digital advertising, which even if you're a nonprofit station, you have a lot of opportunities there that you may not have in terrestrial advertising. So that's that one. Then leadership is a woman named Val. She is essentially a leadership coach. She's got a great corporate background. And when I say great, I mean loads of experience. And she learned from all of this and went, I think I can go help other people lead better. And she was actually recommended to us by someone in our community who is coached by her. And she has a lot of valuable knowledge that can help us as leaders. So that's workshops. Next, let's talk about the main stage. So this is in the big room. If you're new to Momentum, you'll see that a lot, like you kind of always go back to the ballroom for stuff, and everybody's in there. Picture 3 stages in front and a bunch of round tables in the ballroom. On these stages in that main room, this is where all these speakers are going to be. There's names. If you go to cmbonline.org, on that Momentum page, you'll see a lot of names you know, like Mike McVeigh, Chuck Finney, Carlos Whitaker, we talked about. Then I'm going to really go into a little more detail about some of the names you maybe haven't heard. But we're super excited to open with a speaker who has been requested a lot. Annie F. Downs is going to start off by talking about, she's going to give us ideas on how to have fun, like not just for ourselves, but how does that apply to us in radio? How do we make sure our employees are having fun? How do we make sure our listeners are having fun? Because they come to us to be encouraged and uplifted and to enjoy life. So how do we do that? Another speaker who, she's going to open us, I'm going to tell you the opener and then give you some speakers in the middle, and then I'll tell you who's going to close it out too. So in the middle, a guy named Eugene Cho. You may have heard of him. He's spoken at Catalyst, and he definitely is fairly known. He was somebody new to me, so I wanted to make sure we cover that with you in case he's new to you as well. He did a very remarkable thing in Seattle with his church that he was pastoring at the time. I think he founded it, if I'm not mistaken, and he created a culture of diversity. And that's something we want to learn more about. We have to. So Eugene Cho is going to talk about diversity and the importance of it. He comes from a biblical standpoint. So that's us. We want to hear it. So we're excited to learn from him. David Horsiger is a name you may not have heard. He works with lots of giant companies. You would know all those names, but he's going to talk about trust. What's interesting to me here is that David's going to give us concepts that are going to apply to trust in the hallways, like among your team, them trusting one another, but also with our audience, how to make sure your audience trusts you. That's very important. So that's going to be really good. Very excited about that one. Sean Dubervac is a name you may not have heard. He's a futurist. He's very involved with CES. He's very involved with the Jacobs guys. If you're a fan of Jacobs Media, he actually came to us through them. So he has their stamp of approval. And once we got to know him, we're like, yeah, this guy is pretty legit and very smart. He looks at the future and the trends that are coming in tech and technology. And then he's gonna talk to us about that. He's also gonna talk to us about how they apply to what we do. So if you think about the future trend of wearable technology, Apple Watch or not Apple Watch, or Fitbit or whatever, if you think of wearable technology. Now, this isn't necessarily in the future because it's happening now, but as an example, he's going to talk about, okay, how does that impact what we do every day? Chad Veach, you may actually have heard of him. He is, I'm going to use a term that you will love or hate. He is a celebrity pastor. That either gives you a giant eye roll. You're like, awesome. That's not why I come to CMB to hear from a celebrity pastor. Totally get it. We're not asking him to talk about that. Chad Veach is actually trained in leadership. And he pastors a church in LA, if you're wondering. So if you think like Chris Pratt, Justin Bieber, a lot of outspoken Christians, he's trained in leadership. He has a podcast. He works in that space a lot. And he wrote a book that really, when we heard the title of the book, we're like, you have our attention. It's called Help, I Work with People. So he's going to be talking to us about leadership. Ken Johnson is a radio guy. He's got a long career in radio, and he's going to come talk about content and podcasting. So like we get the how to do it and all that. Talk about the keys of content and the must-haves there. Greg Stielestra, you may have heard that name. He wrote the book Pyro Marketing. He is brilliant. He has concepts that are just really mind-blowing, and he's going to teach us how to apply those to promotions, even share-a-thons. And then closing out the main stage is going to be a Momentum favorite. We've had him before, but it's been a long time. And I remember, like, don't worry, no one's offended if you're like, I don't remember sessions all the time, because listen, it's been years, our brains everything's blurred. But I remember as an attendee years ago, sitting in awe at Pat Williams. He's the guy who walked around the room with the microphone. He's the Orlando Magic guy, if you're unfamiliar. He's going to talk about teamwork. So he's going to close out Momentum talking about teamwork, and he is a phenomenal communicator. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And that's going to close out the main stage. So last thing I want to cover for you is going to be the breakouts. Those are going to happen at a couple of different times during the day. Don't worry, all of this is going to make sense when you're sitting with your schedule in your book, or you look on the app, or you know what I do? Follow the crowd. When you see all the people walking this way, oh, there's something up there that we should be doing. Don't follow the crowd in all of life, just at Momentum. So Dunham & Company is sponsoring the breakouts. They're going to provide a couple of sessions of education. These guys are very good at what they do, really smart. So those are definitely good to see. But breaking it down a little more, you can go to cmbonline.org and see what all breakouts are happening. But we've listened to you in a couple of areas, because remember the survey you fill out, the feedback, we actually read that and pay attention to it. So one thing that I hear people say a lot is, and that we've heard over the years for sure, is I wish I could go to them all. Like, I want to go to this one and this one, they're at the same time. That's so mean. Like, why do you do that to me? Well, this year they're going to be repeated. So the one speaker is going to present the session twice, same content. Seating is limited because COVID and spacing and stuff like that. So definitely take a look at those in advance. Again, they're posted at cmbonline.org, and I would go ahead and plan out. They're on Thursday and Friday. So I would go ahead and plan out, I want to go to this one and this one, but just keep in mind that they're going to be, each one is repeated twice. The other thing that we hear a lot is, like, you know, I just heard Chuck Finney just presented the Why Listen survey, and there was so much data in there, and I want to ask him questions, but he was on the main stage and like, we don't really do that. Well, this year, a lot of the main stage speakers are actually doing a breakout session also. So if you have questions for Chuck Finney, he's doing a breakout. And in a lot of these situations, they're really digging deeper into what they talked about. So for instance, remember the trust guy I talked about, David Horsiger? He's going to give kind of a high level of the trust, and he's going to go into the details of it in the breakout, stuff like that. The other thing I was going to tell you about the breakouts is, that is all. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Hi, welcome to Carrie's Brain. So a lot of the main stage speakers are doing breakouts. There are a couple exceptions, like Ron Harrell from Way FM is going to be doing a breakout. And then Matt Stockman from Star 99.1 in New York, which is actually where I'm sitting right now. He's going to be talking about content balance. Ron came from General Market Radio and is now the PD at Way FM. He's going to talk about some differences in the two and opportunities that we can see in our format. If you don't know him, believer his whole life, missionary kid actually, and really smart radio guy. So that is one to not miss. So yeah, we're so excited. Thank you so much, Michelle. I can't wait. I can't wait to learn.
Great stuff for everybody. We do have some questions we want to get to. I want to be respectful of everybody's time. But our big question is for you to answer in the chat. This question, and like make it so everybody can see it when you post it, is what is the very last thing to happen at Momentum? What's the Momentum big finale that's going to take place? So the first person that answers it right is going to get a $100 gift card to Universal. Okay, so a couple questions. Several of you have asked about a digital ticket. You can go to the CMB website and on the cmbonline.org, and it says new digital ticket. If you click on that, that's going to tell you everything that's included in that ticket. So while it's a great opportunity to be able to take advantage of some of the things that you would get at Momentum, there's a lot that you can't translate into a virtual setting, which is why we prayed against virtual this year. One of the things we're not able to offer is the air check clinic or the digital checkups. So those are for people that are on site, for those of you that have been asking. For the digital ticket, on your confirmation form, you received the schedule. So the schedule takes place on Thursday and Friday. So if you did not get that schedule, please let us know and we'll make sure to send another copy your way. We'll be sending you more details as we get closer to Momentum so you can know what to expect. Several have posted and asked, hey, what are the sessions going to be talking about? Carrie covered some of that, but by the end of this week, we will have that posted on the website because there are some very intriguing speakers that we have that are going to be delivering some great content for you that I think is going to be worth your while just to check out to see what you can anticipate for momentum. Okay, several people have asked about if I'm a vegan, what do I do? If you're vegan or have any sort of allergies, let Andrea know. We'll make sure to note that to the hotel, and they will be accommodating your dietary or any sort of allergy requests that you have. So, but we need to know that information so that we can pass that on to them. Somebody asked, hey, my wife's going to be joining me. Can she come to the Women Radio? Yes, yes, yes. Any woman, as Beth said, is invited to the Women in Radio party. So if your wife's along with you for your fun ride, and let her know that she is more than welcome to join us. So, okay, a couple other dress code for the awards, same as the dinner, just come as you are. So there's no special sequence necessary for that. Let's see here. The Lowe's website says that the operations are temporarily suspended. Is that a problem for us? Well, this is the first I've heard of that today, so we'll check that out as soon as we get off our call. But today is the final day, so it should be a phone number on there. So if you're not able to get through using the link, then go ahead and give them a call. Just reference Momentum, and they'll make sure that you get the discounted rate for that. So those were our questions in the Q&A, and I think I covered everything. But if I didn't, FAQ is on our website. We've tried to put everything there from transportation to, I don't know, cost for your child to attend Momentum. So you can check out all the details there. We are excited to see you. We are praying for you, or praying for our speakers and our artists to be able to deliver you encouraging nuggets so that you will feel empowered to do the job that you do back home. So we're out of time. Okay, you guys take care, and we will see you in 3 weeks. God bless everybody.